What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Superfriends. This is episode 46. I'm your host, Nick, and I am joined this tonight by Tim.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
And, of course, we got Lucal in the house.
Hey, guys.
And we don't have CJ tonight, actually, because we had been planning to record this for a while, like the whole weekend, like as all this news was dropping. CJ was like wanting to join and discuss this stuff about Comic-Con, but he can't join, so there's
God
that.
didn't want him to.
A terrible storm.
The storm took out his Wi-Fi. Shut down his house. He can't join. But anyways, how are you guys doing tonight after this long weekend? I know you guys stepped up to the plate and did a lot of videos, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was very hard. Literally was just sitting there looking at live tweets, seeing what was happening.
I know, that was probably the hardest part, not being able to see anything, just having to follow like all the live tweets and compile information.
Yeah, like literally it was like in the chat, CJ says like, "Ooh, Surtur got confirmed. Someone do that." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I don't have any proof. I don't have any confirmation for anything. I just have someone saying, "This happened." Oh, okay.
Hey, but was this the first time that you guys had to make like news videos or something, or?
It's the first time I had like a really fast turnaround to do it. Like I did the Michael B. Jordan being announced for being in Black Panther video.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, that's right.
I think this was the first time I ever did anything news-wise, I think.
You guys sound so hyped up in those videos too.
It's just...
You're like, Luke was like, "This is breaking news. Captain Marvel is Captain."
I pulled in my inner caboose and I pulled out all the stops.
No, J-Roar, you gotta cry.
My inner J-Roar, yes. I don't even know why I was so excited. I don't give a shit about Captain Marvel.
I was keeping up so much energy in my Black Panther video, despite the fact that I probably mispronounced everyone's name in that video. And I mentioned that in the video itself. Like I said, I apologize if I pronounced anything wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember I said coming soon in 2018 or 2019. It's not soon at all. But...
It's soon-ish in a relative sense.
It is soon.
Because some dude in the comments was like, 2019 is soon, what the fuck, are you a vampire?
They're the best comments, dude.
No,
wow.
I love our comments sometimes.
Yeah,
Jeez.
We have some gems every now and then.
Oh my god. And I'm sure we're going to get some gems on tonight's episode.
Oh, but speaking like of Comic-Con, I was actually there, so I was just so tired that last day, just walking around the floor. Like, you just have to walk so much around. You walk in circles around everything, crowds of people, just sea of people. It's like just crazy in there, in that exhibit hall, and every hall. Even on the streets, you can't even get anywhere. You have to take a trolley. It's like packed with people. It's awful.
Yeah, I can only imagine being that big.
And it's hot too. It's like dry and just awful. Just sunny, dry.
Sunny D, sunny dry D.
Sunny, yeah, it's good. I like that orange juice, yeah.
It's awful. What are you talking about?
Sugary, yeah, juice. Yeah.
It's like perfume mixed with orange juice. It's awful.
Yeah, Tim, you like Sunny D.
I like it fine. I haven't had it in a really long time.
I like
Since
it
the
fine.
ripe old age of 8.
No, Yoo-hoo. You like that. What is the other one? Nesquik? Whatever?
Well,
Yes,
Nesquik's
Nesquik.
just chocolate milk.
No, Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo's like a weird, like, chocolate milk-based beverage. Like, I don't even know exactly what it's supposed to be.
Yoo-hoo is chocolate mixed with water. That is what Yoo-hoo is.
Essentially.
No, you gotta spike your Yoo-hoo with vodka or rum.
I'd rather spike a Nesquik with vodka or rum. Yoo-hoo is disgusting.
Yeah, the Nesquik, the vanilla one, or the strawberry banana Nesquik.
I stick with chocolate. I can't do strawberry milk. It's gross.
Oh wow! So speaking of strawberry milk, we got to see The Killing Joke. That was
The perfect segue.
Yeah, it's I think all three of us got a theatrical experience at it too. We all got to see it in theater.
Mm-hmm.
So So we saw it opening night. We went out there Monday night. We're all hyped up to see it, and then, well,
Yeah, boy, oh boy.
And then the Killing Joke happened.
yeah.
The Killing Joke is that we thought it would be great. Well,
So-
I did.
So Tim, what were your first thoughts when you walked out of the theater after seeing it?
Well, my first thoughts coming out of the theater was that the first half was completely unnecessary.
Did you turn to your friend and say, "Well, that was bad"?
Well, I went by myself because it was 10 p.m. on a Monday night.
Oh. Dang.
So you turned to the person next to you and said, "Well, that wasn't very good."
Yeah.
And then there was no one there because no one else went to saw Killing Joke.
There was nobody there. Empty theater.
My theater was pretty crowded. Like the only seat I knew that didn't have anyone in it was the one of the ones that was next to me. The other one had someone in it.
The guy next to you had like this big nachos platter, and he was like really obnoxious with the popcorn and everything.
Yeah, the girl who was next to me was very vocal throughout most of the movie, which was fine because the movie wasn't very good. Like I didn't care all that much that she was talking through it.
Yeah, I actually had two people sitting behind me that pretty much they were my enjoyment for the night.
Hey, Luke, what were your first thoughts walking out of it?
My first thoughts were I was very confused at the decisions that they made. My second thought was that prologue was awful, and I don't know why it was there. And then my third thought was, well, that wasn't very good.
Oh, your third thought was you need a Yoo-hoo.
Yeah. Luckily, they sell those at my bistro theater.
Your bistro?
Yes, a bistro.
Wow. That's cool.
It is pretty cool.
Bistro theater and its fancy yoo-hoos.
They don't sell alcohol though, which pisses me off because I really needed a drink during that.
I think before the movie started, there was all kinds of like enthusiasm for the audience because for your guys' screening, did they show like some little documentary with Mark Hamill before it started, or?
Yeah, they did the Mark Hamill documentary, and then they ended with like the sound documentary.
Yeah, so they showed that, and everyone was all into it. The crowd was like all, like cheering and like applauding everything. And then by the end of the movie, when it was like, okay, the movie ended and the credits started coming up, like it was just silent. Like everyone was like, okay, that happened.
Yeah, basically that's how my theater was too. Like,
Yeah.
no. So do you want to start getting into spoilers for it?
Yeah, this is a spoiler review, by the way. So if you didn't see it, just whatever, I don't care. But
Hot spoilers.
You have been warned.
so
Contains material not suitable for those who haven't seen the movie.
Or
Yeah.
even those who have.
Wait, Tim, what were you saying?
No, but what was I saying about which thing?
How people were into the movie, or like at your theater? Or...
In my theater, like people were like excited. They were like talking about like they're talking about like the Killing Joke, different comics. A bunch of people around me were talking about like Shonen Jump manga, which seemed weird that multiple groups were having that conversation. But whatever, at least similarly minded people were seeing it. Yeah, and
That's
then
true.
Basically the big turning point in it is probably the one that everyone knows of, the big controversial moment in it, where Batman and Batgirl have sex on a rooftop for really no particular reason. And it kind of comes out of nowhere too in the movie.
A little bit. She's very upset,
But
but
yeah,
her
like
emotions get the better of her.
the reaction from like my theater was like so funny because like you just like hear like around the entire theater in different places like it was basically like everyone collectively went like but why though?
Don't want this.
I didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, my theater fucking just like erupted into laughter when that happened. Like, no joke, everyone just started busting out laughing when they fucking started boning on that rooftop.
There were a few like laughing moments after it initially started up with it, and then like later we got some laughter with the cartoonish couples on the street she kept passing.
Yeah, those
The
guys.
guy that she threw in the bush and said, "There's space."
Assault does not exist in Gotham.
I just need my space, Becky.
You're getting so clingy. Oh, we need to make this work. Oh, like the weird melodramatic way they said everything. The cartoonish response by the guy, and then Barbara just chucks him into a bush. Because that's how normal people react to things.
I saw, like, what the fuck is happening? What is this?
Like that whole first, like, let's not, like, mince words with this. Like, outside of the sex scene, that entire first part is not well written.
It's terrible. It's bad.
It makes Batgirl come across as incredibly incompetent because she gets played throughout the entirety of the first half.
Yeah, like, if you really like Barbara Gordon Batgirl, that prologue, like, does a huge disservice to her character. It makes her like a whiny brat that's like pining for Batman, like, no, but like me though, and I'm in here because of you.
She turns into a petulant child throughout the entirety of the thing.
She becomes New 52 Batgirl.
Yeah, and like that whole Abyss line that they used to basically tie it into the second half was so forced. Like, I looked into the abyss of this one random guy named Paris.
Paris France.
Paris France. I actually liked him.
Yeah, it was. He was voiced by John DiMaggio too.
Now that was John DiMaggio voiced his uncle guy.
Yeah, I can't remember who did Paris.
I don't remember what his name is.
I don't particularly care, but.
So, was there any redeemable qualities about the movie, or?
I mean, there are some scenes that are cool, and there's some voice lines that are pretty good. But I mean, overall, it just seems like a very cheap kind of adaptation of the book. Like
everything kind of felt rushed in the second half.
Yeah.
Like the second half is better than the first, because the second half is just a straight up adaptation of Killing Joke.
Yeah, I mean, if it was just that second half without that prologue, it would have only been like 40 minutes, but again, it would have been way better than having to sit through 30 minutes of that, and then, because you're waiting for the actual, Killing Joke to start, and once you get there, it feels so rushed, and like there's things that are just kind of skimmed over. It just doesn't feel, it feels like you wasted your time for something that's not quite as good as you were hoping for it to be, and it just makes it not as great of an experience as you wanted it to be.
I'll be perfectly honest, like, I first read The Killing Joke earlier this year, just because it was on sale on Comixology, so it seemed like a good time to get it. My general consensus on The Killing Joke is I think that it's fine. Like, I understand why people like it. I think that some of the writing is stilted in places. And you also have the issue of
Batman says perhaps or bloody.
Yeah, like Alan Moore, usually with writers, like when you're trying to write naturalistic dialogue, you write how you write, but it doesn't really transfer over when you're writing an American character as a British person.
Yeah, I think.
But
Alan
outside of that,
like
some things didn't stick with me that well in the comic, but I do get why it's as popular as it is.
Yeah, I did some research. I didn't even know this. Apparently, Alan Moore himself even disavows the book entirely.
He thinks it's not a very good story, but to be fair, Alan Moore kind of dislikes everything he's done at this point.
Yeah, well, I mean...
yeah, it isn't a very good story at all. It's bad, yeah. Just like Alan Moore, he knows his stuff.
He does.
He thought it was way too melodramatic and, too gory and whatever.
I mean,
to be fair, he still wrote it.
I mean, yeah, but it's like you look back and he's like, oh, why did I do this? Like, this doesn't need to be a Batman story.
He hates what Watchmen and Killing Joke had become in mainstream media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. Any final thoughts on the movie? Final scores?
I don't want to put it too low because I don't want to get crucified, but from what I've seen, nobody else really seems to like the movie, so I'll probably give it like a 5.5 or a 6. Like, it's okay, I guess. It's definitely not great.
Yeah, Tim, what are your thoughts?
I probably end up giving it a 5. I think that Mark Hamill turns in a good performance in it, but that entire first half, the thing I probably compare it most to is anime filler, because it's a completely tacked on story to this ongoing story that they're directly adapting. So the second half can't directly like say anything about the first half because that wasn't part of the Killing Joke. So essentially it's two movies stapled together.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10. It was serviceable. The performances are okay. At times I felt Conroy was kind of phoning it in. I didn't like the delivery of some lines too. It just felt weird them reading it. This isn't even Hamill's performance of his career either. It's not even close to his best work, which they were kind of hyping it up like, oh man, Mark Hamill is finally going to do the Killing Joke, and then it's almost like a be careful what you wish for type of thing. Like, you want them to do it, but then you're like, oh, do I really want to hear this or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing just seemed kind of rushed in execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'd say, well.
I also don't even know why it was rated R, honestly.
It's probably just for the sexualization in it.
Like, I guess, but I mean, like, you look at stuff like fucking this Assault on Arkham, which I think was a lot more sexually, like, there's a lot more sexual themes in it. I think that was still PG-13.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Knight Returns was more violent too.
Yeah, I honestly don't get why it's an R, but maybe it's just because it was released in theaters.
Because they wanted to make it edgy.
Edgy, yes. They can't even come close to the level of edge that Jared Leto has perfected with his Joker.
Edge Lord Leto.
Yeah, Tim's voice acting, it's awesome. He should have been in The Killing Joke.
He should have.
But
should have
yeah,
been
I don't know.
Batgirl.
Is that our final thoughts? Like, Luke says a 5.5. Tim, what did you say?
I said a 5.
5. I gave it a 4. So yeah, that averages out to average. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anyone that comes out, but I mean, again, it's just not a very good adaptation. If you really like the story, then it's not a good version of it.
Yeah, to me, it definitely was not worth paying $12.50 to see it in theaters at all.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't worth the $12.50 on it.
I really regret that decision.
So, I don't know. There was, which is odd because there was nothing cinematic about it at all. It had a very, the score was okay, I guess, in some points, but I don't know. Just didn't really. Yeah. I mean, even Mask of the Phantasm is more worthy of a theatrical release.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But so, anyways, I don't know. We're done talking about this, but we're moving on to Comic-Con. So, yeah, that wraps up the Killing Joke thoughts. Whatever we said, it's average. It's just not. It's not nowhere near as hyped it was. So, yeah. But moving on to the Comic-Con stuff, though, because this is the meat of the episode. I guess we kind of talked about this and teased it. But anyways, we had done a predictions episode. That was the last one. And I think we were pretty much right on, right? I mean, we said Wonder Woman trailer, Suicide Squad final trailer, Justice League reveal.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get the fact they do a full trailer for it.
Right.
Like we said, sizzle reel. I said just picture, so I was the most off. We did get a picture, so.
Yeah, they went all out actually at this Comic-Con. They kind of just showed everything, but basically, I mean.
Yeah, everything that they have in production right now.
So. I guess let's start off with the panel started with them bringing out the DC Universe directors, which is Snyder, Rick Famuyiwa, James Wan, Patty Jenkins, David Ayer, and Ben Affleck. Actually, they just basically said, "Yep, Ben Affleck for directing Batman." So it's confirmed 100% now. So that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Then who was the first panel up? Was it Wonder Woman?
Well, Wonder Woman went first.
Yeah.
So Wonder Woman went first. They dropped a huge trailer, like a 2.5-minute trailer, I think. Good. Great trailer. I love it. I love the color palette in there. The suit looks awesome.
Yeah.
Any first thoughts? I guess we'll start with Luke. What did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good, actually. There's nothing like in it that's particularly spectacular, but I think just showing Wonder Woman in costume, just how much they improved it over the BVS costume. Just seeing some of the action scenes, it looks cool. Like, it's a feasible Wonder Woman movie, so that's really cool. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, Tim, what do you think?
I thought the trailer, I thought it was fine. Like, there were some bits in it, like, sort of the action scenes, like, they look kind of weird to me the way that they were shot in the trailer. Maybe they'll look better in the movie. But yeah, like, it seems pretty solid at this point. I think the colors are pretty good.
Yeah, I think, what I'm waiting to see more of is some of the stuff that's, like, story related, because this was a very action heavy trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't really tell us anything we didn't know about the trailer, the movie already.
Or the villains or any of that stuff, so yeah. Unless she's just going to be fighting, I don't know, whatever, Germans or whoever's in
You got
World War
Face
I
Scar
she's
Lady.
fighting.
Were those Turks? Maybe those were Turks.
Maybe.
Can't remember.
I don't. Whoever is World War One, I don't. Whatever. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
Something.
like what Tim said, I have no idea who that face lady is. I don't know if she's part of Wonder Woman canon, but she's in there for like 1 second, and then she fades away, and you don't see her again. So, prime suspect of villain number one, face
Cersei.
lady, Cersei. Sure, why not?
Maybe. You know. I don't know. I think Ares is the popular suggestion, though.
Yeah. I mean, seems like the obvious choice. There's a war going on, and he is the god of war, after all.
Plus, he was the villain of the animated movie.
Yes.
That's
so,
true. Well, I mean, he's just like a big thing in Wonder Woman anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a dick in any media.
Yeah. I was really hoping that Sean Bean was going to play him, but apparently stuff didn't work out, because Sean Bean and Eva Green were rumored to be playing Ares and Cersei, but that didn't pan out, so that kind of sucks. But
Yeah.
I don't know what in terms of the trailer and the panel, whatever they talked about. What was one thing that you guys took away that made you either more excited or not excited for the movie, I guess?
I didn't really take anything from the panel, because they kind of just said everything that I've already heard already. Like, I didn't learn anything new from the Wonder Woman panel. I just learned that Patty Jenkins wanted to make this movie for a while, and now she is. And so here's the trailer. And that's pretty much all we learned.
But the trailer got you more interested than you were before, or from
No,
the other
I mean,
CW?
no, for sure. Like, I wasn't, again, after BVS, I wasn't really excited for a lot of the different prospects. The Wonder Woman trailer at least looks solid, and it looks like a competent movie. I have to be careful again, though, because it does look really cool, but some of the BVS trailers look pretty cool, too, so...
No, they didn't. Come on.
Come
They
on,
did not
dude.
look cool. Do you
dude.
bleed? Really?
When Nazi
Dude,
when Nazi
we were-
Doomsday shows up in the second trailer, we'll be able to decide.
I'm going to go back to our
Or
Super
whatever-
Friends
whatever the
when those
villains
trailers
of
came
World War
out.
I
I'm going to
was.
see what our excitement level was at. I can't be the only one that was a little excited when that
Those
came
trailers
out.
did not look cool, Luke. You're talking
What-
about.
Whatever. Wonder Woman looks cool. I like, again, the fact that her outfit actually pops and is very colorful against everything else gives me hope that Snyder's not really too involved with it.
Story by Zack Snyder.
Yeah, but Jeff Johns writing,
Well,
so maybe,
I don't.
maybe.
I don't know. Tim, was there anything that got you more excited for the movie out of what they showed at Comic-Con?
Honestly, I'm probably at the same level now that I was going into it.
You're whelmed?
Because they didn't, like I said before, like, and like Luke said with the panel, like, they didn't, like, reveal anything new. Like, the big thing was the trailer, and I thought the trailer was fine.
So, it also looks like there's a lot more humor in this movie, too. Or maybe they just put that in the trailer. But...
Well, I thought that was weird because the humor was kind of played against this really dramatic music to where I didn't know whether I was supposed to laugh or not at some of Steve Trevor's lines. I will say this, I can already tell Etta Candy is going to be very annoying in that movie.
No, she's awesome.
Yeah, I did not like that scene.
Yeah, Etta.
No.
Yeah, I like the actress, too.
That
Lucy
was an
Davis.
odd
Why is
scene.
Why is she British?
She's British.
Why?
Anna Candy is awesome, though.
She's cool in the comics. I'm talking about in this trailer. You can't tell me when you watch this trailer that you thought that was funny. It wasn't.
Yeah, it's a funny gag. Yeah, it's good.
It's just funny British character basically just saying a tribute about a character, and that's the joke.
God. All right, so I guess I'll say my thoughts on the trailer and stuff. It got me more excited for the movie because I didn't really know what to think of it. Like, we saw the first look clip in the CW special in January. I thought it looked cool. I was just hoping that it wouldn't be as dark as that did, because I think all of the footage in that was like dark, just dark, muted, tinted blue filter.
Yeah.
So this looks like just much more diverse. It looks like how I was speculating, how basically the stuff in World War One is that dark, muted palette, and then everything else is like bright. So
it definitely was the brightest of the 3 trailers they did. The other 2 didn't really seem like they knew where the light switch was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we can move on to that other one. What was after Wonder Woman? What was the second panel?
It was the Just Us League.
Yep.
Zack Snyder's Just League?
Yeah. That one.
So Zack walks out on stage. He's like, "Hey everyone, thanks for supporting the movie." And it was like crickets in Hall H. And he got booed hard and walked back.
I think that my favorite tweet that I heard about that was, anyone in here who booed Zack Snyder doesn't deserve to be in the same room as him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was in the live stream of the tweets that we were skimming through.
Dude, he got booed hard though when he walked out.
I really wish someone had videotaped that so
Yeah,
I could have seen that.
Why didn't someone videotape a crowd of people going like booing him hard out when he walked out? That would have been awesome.
The world wasn't ready for that salt.
He's a false god. Zack Snyder. Hail Snydra.
Hail Snyder.
So Justice League, they came out, they brought the actors out. Then they showed this trailer, which a lot of people weren't expecting, I think, right? Like, nobody was expecting them to drop. What is it, an almost 3-minute trailer or something?
It was about as long as Wonder Woman's.
Yeah, so...
Yep.
Well, actually, to me, it didn't really feel like a trailer. It felt like an extended look.
Yeah.
It definitely had trailer format to it.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
It
was a limited use of footage though. There's like two or three scenes cut together in different spaces.
Well, I mean, they've only been filming for a few months now.
Yeah, what you don't know is that is what the actual movie is going to be edited like.
Oh,
that was a literal scene in the movie. That whole trailer.
And they had that. What was that song? The Seven Nation Army or whatever? Or no?
Yeah.
Something. I don't know. Whatever that song is, but yeah, I don't know. What did you guys think of the trailer, Luke?
I didn't like it. It felt really corny, and again, we see evidence of Warner Brothers kind of trying to win people back and panicking, so they overload on humor in this trailer, and like none of it is funny at all. Like, it's really just very corny lines, and like Nick said before we started, like all of the dialogue and stuff was like too perfectly written. Like, nobody would talk like this. Like, I mean, case in point, that whole Barry Allen scene, first and foremost, that was way too long to put into a trailer. Like, that was the longest.
That was like the whole scene.
It was like literally it was that whole freaking scene in there. And then only add to that, all of Barry's lines were just, I really thought they were not well written at all. They're just bad.
That doesn't explain why someone's sitting in the dark in my second favorite chair.
Yeah. I need friends. Oh. Can I keep this? Great.
That's a bit of an oversimplification.
Yeah, like, it's not great. I see that and I'm like, He's Ezra Miller seems like another Ezra Mila seems like another Jesse Eisenberg.
Wow, this really is shaping up to be the Just League.
Yeah, I don't know, like the cult, like it's just
it's too dark too.
And not only that, like
It
the
looked
whole
like
entire...
Man of Steel, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, like the whole entire trailer is literally Batman just going around saying like, "Hey, I'm putting a team. You want to join? No? Okay. You want to join? You don't have friends? Okay, cool." And then fake Cyborg says something, and he says, "I'm real when I need to be." And then that was it. And then he goes, "I hear you talk to fish." And then that was it.
It's weird that he's going around recruiting superheroes as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, why doesn't he dress up as Batman? At least they'll have some validity to it.
No, because people can't talk to each other in costume. It doesn't look realistic.
Right.
And people wouldn't be able to take it seriously.
No,
Yeah,
which
Tim,
is
what did
why
you think of that
Superman's
trailer?
not there.
No, I have kind of the same thoughts on it. Like, I wasn't thinking too much about, like, the dialogue in it just because there's not all that much of it. But, like, yeah, the trailer, I think, was just kind of okay. Like, you can tell that they don't have that much finished yet of the movie because there's only, like, a few scenes in it. Like, they go to that Aquaman scene, like, a few times. They do the Flash scene a few times. Then the only other things they have is, like, Aquaman being hit by the wave, a few action shots of Wonder Woman, and then that scene where the first four are together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it definitely looks like this movie is a clear response to BVS's reception, too.
Yeah, definitely. DC has been very reactive, both in their campaigns and in their future, like, movie plans. They don't want to act like they're being reactive, because who would, but...
Right.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Why do
You can
they keep
definitely see
pretending?
like where they're trying to respond to like fan criticism, and they've been doing this even in BVS, like with like the false god and like the opening scene,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
like
Well,
because of
false
like the
god.
reaction to Man of Steel of him like destroying like all of the city and like people like not being a fan of it. They worked that into the movie itself.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So,
You know.
for me, the tone just felt so weird. Like, it was just such a jump from BVS.
Yeah. Oh, but I mean, like in many cases, it's supposed to be that way, Nick. This is the trilogy. This is the return of the Jedi.
Oh,
of
wow.
The
So it'll be the
trilogy,
worst
dude.
one.
Which is routinely
Exactly.
considered the best of the original Star Wars trilogy.
Exactly. The plan was always to go lighter. This isn't a reaction at all. You're overthinking it.
This is the Terminator 3 of the Superman franchise.
Yes.
The Terminator 3? What was that one called? Rise of the Borgs or something?
Rise
It was
of the
Judgment
Borg.
Day. No,
Oh.
T2 was Judgment Day. It was.
To be fair, it
What was
should have
it
been
called?
called. It should have been called Rise of the Borgs. Rise of the Big Bad Beetleborgs.
No, the Beetleborg in The Flash.
Oh god.
Well, what was it called, though? The Terminator 3? I don't remember.
It might have
It
been
was
Rise of the
Judgment.
Machines.
Oh. That makes sense.
I can't remember.
I think that's what it was.
Rise of the Borgs.
Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares anyway. But even though it is routinely considered the best of the Terminator films. So,
Historians have gone down stating this.
so I don't know. I'll say my final thoughts on Justice League, then we can kind of wrap up and move on to the next discussion, the next topic of discussion. But you know, well, I don't know if I want to see this movie opening night. I'm gonna wait this time. I'm not gonna get burned 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So some of it looks kind of cool, I guess. Whatever. I mean, I don't even know.
It'll just be a fun time at the movies.
Yeah.
No.
Just insert that JonTron Fool Me Once clip.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, I guess the final panel that they had with Suicide Squad, it wasn't even like a good panel. I watched the panel discussion where they had the actors and Conan was moderating it. For why, I don't know. Conan was moderating. That was like awful, but yeah, it was just such a bad panel. Like, it was so generic. Oh, so what did you think of the premise of the movie? Bad versus evil. How did you get into the characters? It was so generic. Like, they had one fan question. It was just awful. But anyways, They showed a final trailer. We don't have to discuss it because the movie's out next week as of this recording. So, it is what it is. We have our thoughts on the movie. We'll go see it next week and give you a review. But I guess you want to move on to the DCTV stuff they revealed. So, does anyone have what they actually revealed? Because I know they showed a trailer for Arrow and Flash and Legends and all that.
Let's see. There's a few things.
I know that they have Dr. Alchemy coming to the Flash, and he's voiced by Jigsaw.
Oh yeah, yep.
So that'll be cool. I think the Matt Letcher Reverse Flash is coming back too. I don't know in what context, if it's for the whole thing, but I know he's returning.
And then
it's
also
probably to set up the scene for the opening of Barry telling himself not to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, isn't they said that the Legion of Doom and JSA were coming to Legends, which we kind of already knew, but
yeah.
So that's happening.
Well, I mean, the Legion of Doom technically, because it's just all the villains that we've had previously, but
it's a Legion of Doom.
It's a Legion of Doom. It's a League of Doom.
Oh.
The coolest thing, there's 3 characters coming to Legends that I thought were pretty cool. It's Stargirl, Obsidian, and Dr. Midnight.
Oh, yep.
Wait, Stargirl? What?
Yeah.
And
You didn't hear
JSA.
about-
Oh, wow, I didn't see that. That's cool.
You didn't see that?
Nope, I did not see that. Nope.
Oh, well, she's coming. She's awesome. I was actually really excited about Obsidian because I don't know if they're going to try and include Alan Scott in some way, but they can if they want to through Obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So I guess of the TV shows, what were you most interested in? Tim, which show got you intrigued by whatever they discussed?
Well, probably, I'm probably equal on Legends and Flash, just because they're adding so much stuff to Legends that seems like it would be cool to see. With the Flash, we get to see how far they're taking Flashpoint with it. We have one of the villains at least set up with Dr. Alchemy, so that stuff all seems cool with it. And then I'm just, I'll look into Supergirl to see what they do to add it into the universe.
Which was odd because I don't think they showed anything for Supergirl, right? No trailer or anything?
I don't remember anything major coming out of it. Maybe we missed something.
Maybe. It was a hybrid network goof up. We didn't find any Supergirl shit.
I don't think there was anything for Supergirl at all.
Right.
So that's odd. Or no, wait, no, they had a panel for it. I did remember there was a panel in the schedule, but I don't think they showed a trailer or anything. So,
Yeah.
Which is odd. I thought that they would at least reveal Superman's look, but that's kind of a missed opportunity, I think. But I don't know.
Bit,
yeah. Luke, what were you most looking forward to out of what they showed?
Well, I mean, this is kind of hard because I stopped watching both of those shows.
What, Arrow?
I didn't watch Arrow ever since season 1. I just stopped. I guess Legends has a lot of the things that I'm a lot more interested in because I like a JSA a lot, and Stargirl and Obsidian are really cool characters, so that really gets me excited. And I got hyped for the Legion of Doom, and then I realized it was just all the TV villains, so I kind of tempered down a little bit, but, whatever. Legends sounds cooler. I just hope that it can grab me this season, because last season it didn't really get my attention. I kind of dropped off of it.
Yeah.
And Flash, Flash looks like it has cool stuff in it. Nothing's really bringing me to see it, urgently see every episode every week. Or at the moment, I'm probably just gonna catch it all when it's all done on Hulu, but I don't know.
No.
Legends just seems like it has a lot of cooler stuff going for it.
No,
to me.
Arrow, season 5.
I don't even know what they announced about Arrow.
They showed a trailer.
I didn't watch it.
No, I
The
didn't
new
either.
villain. Apparently this season is going to revolve around Oliver training a new version of Team Arrow that's going to include Artemis, Mr. Terrific, and the Vigilante, I think. Either Vigilante or Wild Dog.
Yeah,
I don't remember
you can't forget Felicity.
And her. She's Overwatch. But So Arrow's gonna revolve around that because Mr. Terrific is gonna suit up. He's like training in the cave now and stuff with Oliver, and that little Artemis chick is there and stuff. So I don't know. It looked pretty awful.
I hope that Felicity yells out "Justice reigns from above."
It looked bad though. That trailer, the Arrow one, looked really bad.
Yeah, I mean, I guess thank God I didn't watch it then.
So if Stargirl is actually going to be on Legends, then yeah, I'm probably going to look forward to that most. Flash, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah, we'll see.
But is that all the TV stuff they announced, or DCTV? Is that Gotham?
Yeah, there wasn't any Powerless stuff, was there?
There was Powerless, yes. There was a panel and poster that we got. They didn't show the trailer yet for it. Well, they did show the trailer, I think, actually, right?
Yeah, I think a trailer came out a while ago.
Yeah. I don't know.
And it didn't look that funny, so I just didn't care. But
yeah. So if you guys want to move on to the animated stuff that they showed off. Friday, no, was it Thursday night or Friday night that they announced the 3 new DC animated movies?
I think it was Thursday.
Yeah.
What? It was whenever they showed The Killing Joke, because apparently they announced it at the panel afterwards. Whenever they screened that at Comic-Con, they announced that there were the new 3 movies. It was going to be Justice League Dark was the first one coming out. Then it was going to be Teen Titans: The Judas Contract, which is awesome because that's been in the works forever. And then the last one is Batman and Harley Quinn, which is like an original story by Bruce Timm, I guess. So, sounds cool.
And if it's by Bruce Timm, then you know that it's going to have Batman and Batgirl together, because that's his fanship.
No, Batman and Harley Quinn together.
Well, that's not his fanship.
Yeah, it's his other ship.
That's Paul Dini's fanship.
No, Harley Quinn and Ivy is Paul Dini's fanship.
Yeah. To be fair, that's a lot more acceptable than Batgirl and Batman.
Yeah. Like, this is the 3rd time that he's done the Batman Batgirl fanship. Even though he didn't write it, he still approved it.
Yeah.
What did you guys what of the movies that they announced, what are you guys most looking forward to, Tim?
Mine's going to be the Judas Contract, because I've been looking forward to that since 2008.
Didn't we mention that last one? We were like, oh, they should do that.
Yeah, well, I've mentioned it I think a few times at this point with it, but I was even back when I did the Justice League versus Teen Titans review, I was excited about the stinger at the end because it was Terra, so it seemed like they were alluding to Judas Contract, and they were.
Yeah, it's finally gonna happen. It's awesome.
Yep. It's gonna be with the team from the New 52 movies, but I honestly like them fine, so it should be decent.
Luke, what are you most looking forward to?
I was looking forward to Justice League Dark a lot because I actually really like the DC Magic Universe. Then I saw the sneak peek, and I'm not as excited as I was before. So
the art style is very janky in that movie.
But Jay Oliva is directing. He's good.
He is. I just, I don't know.
I think
I don't know what
that.
I don't know. I don't know what.
It looks great. It looks like a fun movie.
I mean, if it's fun, good. I don't know. From that sneak peek.
Also, going off the sneak peek, they have Matt Ryan back as Constantine, which is awesome.
Yeah, also, can I say something about Matt Ryan? Because I don't know what he's doing in this movie. I know he's trying to do a different Constantine, but he sounds
he's doing a different accent. He's like, we gotta get them over there.
Okay, but he sounds like a Croatian trying to learn English for the first time. It's really weird.
I didn't really get that out of him. Maybe just because he didn't say all that much.
You can't kill him.
Yeah, I bet the house a mystery and whatever.
The house a mystery.
What the fuck are you doing? Just use your regular voice. At this point, I don't care if he doesn't sound like he's from Liverpool, because he's never sounded like he's from Liverpool. Even in the Hellblazer comics, where they explicitly say he's from Liverpool, he never talks like he's from Liverpool.
No, he did in the Keanu Reeves film. Great.
No, he did.
Of course he did.
Love that movie.
Of course he did in that. But
it was a great film. I want a sequel still.
But I mean, at this point, I've lost all hope of John sounding like he's supposed to sound. So at least sound intelligible and not like.
He said you can't kill him.
You can't.
Wait, Tim, do the Constantine voice.
I don't remember what it sounded like in the trailer.
What does he say? Luke, say one of the dialogue lines so Tim can do it.
He goes like, I bet the whole house, the house of mystery.
I bet the whole house, the house of mystery. I don't think that was particularly good. I don't know. I tried. Oh well.
You did your best.
That was great. No, what?
Yeah, and we got Lara Croft as the Tana.
That's true.
And the guy is Dead Man.
I don't know who he is. Something
That one
Totoro.
guy. It would be
Wait,
nice
Luke,
if...
you never said which movie you're looking forward to. Is it Justice League Dark or?
Well, I said Justice League Dark. I mean, like what I saw the sneak peek, it's a little less so. But I mean, like I'm not too excited about the Judas Contract because I didn't really like the Teen Titans movie, and the Batman Harley thing I don't really care about because I don't like Harley Quinn anymore. But
Yeah, it's gonna be the old Harley with the Jester suit.
I don't believe that.
And Tara Strong is gonna voice her.
Oh, even better. Goody.
Yeah, why can't they get Arlene
Timmy-
Sorkin?
I guess she retired, which good for her. I guess I don't know. Who
Oh,
fucking
she
cares?
is Harley.
I don't know. I think
She
that Tara's
is
Harley
Harley.
is fine, just personally.
I'm just tired of sometimes her breaking into the Timmy Turner voice while doing Harley. It's a little distracting, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the
I'm-
one thing with like Justice League Dark, like outside of like some of the still frames looking kind of like weirdly janky, like the like one of them as Zatanna looking in two different directions at the same time.
Oh.
yeah.
But I don't really get why they use the like a ponytailed version of the early part of the New 52 Zatanna outfit. Like that wasn't a very
Yeah.
good outfit.
I don't know why they don't just put her back in her old outfit. That's just infinitely better than that.
She kind of
but
looks like
whatever.
Power Woman from Crisis on Two Earths.
She does
Yeah.
a little bit actually. Yeah, it's probably the same.
No, they
character
can't put
model.
her in her old outfit because it'll be too outrage.
To outrage.
Yeah.
She's wearing fishnet. Like that's what most stage magicians wear.
Yeah. They should have had Jennifer
Outrage.
Hale voice her too in the movie.
They should have, but no.
No.
She's working hard for food, man. She needs to eat. Please hire Jennifer Hale and something again.
I'm probably in the same boat. I'm looking forward to the Justice League Dark movie because apparently they scrapped the live action movie in favor of this. So I don't know. Hopefully this is good enough to warrant that. So
Right.
Well, based on Jason O'Mara being in it, it's another one that's going to be in the New 52 verse.
Yeah.
what does he say? I have a butler for that or something.
I remember from that sneak peek they were like, well, Batman is the insider looking in. He's the skeptic, and I was like, we don't need that in this.
He's like, no, there's no such thing as magic or whatever.
Yeah, there's no such thing as magic. I fought alien gods, and my best friend is a Kryptonian, but magic is too much to swallow.
It's all based off of Jason O'Mara's 80 film deal, apparently.
Is he good at Batman or?
He's fine. He never really comes across as being a natural voice, but he's okay for what they have him do.
Yeah, like again,
He's getting better at it.
yeah, like there's a whole outrage around him. I think in Justice League War, and I honestly don't think he's that bad. He's fine.
He has that gruff voice, like Lantern.
He doesn't emote very well with his Batman voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's like Kevin Conroy now. Then,
Well, Kevin Conroy in Killing Joke, at least.
yeah, and also Arkham City, but
I thought he was fine in Arkham City. Like, maybe
I mean,
Arkham
he's
Knight he was a
fine.
bit
No,
off.
Arkham Knight.
he's fine in Arkham City if he's doing serious Batman. But that's all he does in Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
So, do we want to move on to the other animated project that DC kind of unveiled at Comic-Con, which is Justice League Action? They had their panels Thursday of the con, the first day, and they showed off a sizzle reel that got quickly put up online, which kind of gave us a good look at the show. It gave us basically exactly what we wanted, actually, like just a look at what the tone is going to be like, what the general vibe of the show is going to be. So, Tim, are you more looking forward to Justice League Action now?
I think that I think it's gonna be fine. Like, it looks like a mixture of like Brave and the Bold and like us. Like I said when I was doing like something earlier in the week when I was talking about Justice League Action. I forget exactly what it was. It looks like I think it was my Spotlight. I was talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a more refined version of Ultimate Spider-Man. Like, they even have like similar jokes in it, like the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah. Luke, what are your thoughts on it?
It looks really cool, actually. I think it looks pretty fun. Like, again, like Tim said, it looks like Brave and the Bold, and there's a few scenes in there that make it seem like it's gonna be funny in tone, but it's gonna take itself serious. Like, it's not gonna take itself like serious, but it's gonna, acknowledge. It's not gonna just treat itself like a joke.
It's gonna acknowledge.
There was nothing wrong with that. Come on. You're just fishing for shit now. Come on. But
General acknowledge.
All right.
No, Akbar.
I don't even know why I do this show anymore. I can't even fucking talk.
Tim's voice acting reel. It's awesome.
It is awesome. It's great. But no, like, it definitely looks fun. I'm going to enjoy it. It looks cool.
Yeah. I got super hyped when I watched the trailer because I really like all the characters that they're like putting in there. I like the animation style. Like, it looks kind of like the old Timverse stuff, but like just more hyper realized or something, just more anime, whatever.
I find that with like the design style they went with, I like it better in motion than I like in still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The voice acting seems solid too for the different characters from what we heard. The one episode that looks really cool to me is the Lobo versus Space Cabbie one. Where they're like in space. It's awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty fun.
Like, who else was there too? That like it looked like that wasn't Hawkman that came.
I think it was Hawkman, wasn't it?
It was like in space. He came down and like hit Lobo, and then he flew back, and
yeah, I thought that was
he
Hawkman.
had gold wings and everything. Huh.
It's either Hawkman or it's, I don't know, Adam Strange. It's the only other space person I can think of at the moment.
And Space Cabbie, he was trying to dodge Lobo. It was awesome.
It was pretty cool. I was just really excited when I got to see Plastic Man. I need more Plastic Man in my life.
Yeah, and Kevin Conroy is voicing him though. So
who? Plastic Man?
I think
Yeah.
I think it's actually Dana Snyder now.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Should have just gotten Tom Kenny back, honestly.
They should have.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, in terms of what we saw of Justice League Action, what's the thing that you guys kind of took away from it, though? Like, in terms of, did it alleviate your fears for the show that you had?
Well, I was never really afraid of anything in the show. I thought it would be fine regardless.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going to be a lot more accessible than some of the DC shows right now. Like, Teen Titans Go is very much, I think, kind of directed at a younger audience. The audience for this one seems like it's going to be a little more broad, and like anyone can really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It seems like more of a response to like the current Marvel animation than anything else.
Yeah.
Are you guys nervous about the whole like 11 minute episode thing now that we saw what it's going to be like, or?
I'm not too worried because I know a few cartoons now that do pretty well with an 11-minute runtime, so I'm sure that they can do just fine with that.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they'll have like half-hour specials every now and then for bigger things.
With the episode where Superman and Mongol are fighting with the Joker there. He's like, go Superman. Ew.
They seem to... Yeah, no, I like that in this. Mark Hamill seems to be having a lot more fun doing this than...
than the Killing Joke.
Yeah. I mean, to
Kevin
be fair,
Conroy seems like he's having more fun too.
Yeah, they both seem much more... Like, they're putting much more effort into this than the Killing Joke.
I mean, to be fair, there's only so much fun you can have doing voices for the Killing Joke.
Fair.
No, but they should have put more effort into that one, though.
I mean, they definitely should have, but again, it's like Justice League action looks like it's fun and bright.
Also, the Wonder Woman design is awesome with their rocker hair.
I actually really do like that design, yeah.
I like that design fine. Again, I like it better in motion than in still.
Yeah. Also, it's cool how they have obscure, like, other characters, like Dex Star or whatever.
Like
Yeah,
Dexter
that was
and
pretty
Bleeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, Dex Star, was he gonna try and attack Batman and he just throws a batarang at him?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see the show. It looks like just such a great like response to the DC films that are so dour and like depressing.
Yeah.
It seems like it's gonna have a pretty wide cast to it also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped for the show. Any other final thoughts on it?
Yeah, it looks cool. It's about as much as I can really say. I'm excited.
Alright, so if you want to, I guess, wrap up the show with a Waru question hour.
Back to the Waru Watch.
Hopefully it's not an hour.
Yeah, Waru Watch. I guess we can kind of lightning round these. So, the first question here we have: if DC made a Marvel Ultimate Alliance type game, what would the storyline be, and what playable characters would you want to have? I don't know. I don't care. Anyone else?
You know,
Luke,
honestly,
Tim?
the original Marvel Ultimate Alliance doesn't have that great of a story to it, and it has a better story than X-Men Legends 2 does, in my opinion, but not as good as X-Men Legends 1. So basically, so long as they just have, like, the heroes fighting the villains and stuff happens, it should be fine.
Yeah, like, you don't need a story. Like, the story can be garbage. You just have to have the heroes coming together. You don't need some big thing.
Yeah.
If I had to choose a story, though, off the top of my head, Tower of Babel, whatever.
It seems like an odd thing to bring a group together.
Off the top of my head, Tower of Babel.
Oh, Killing Joke, actually, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, next question. Should Comic-Con be like E3 and stream the conferences so that people can see it at home? I would say yes, because ultimately I think that's just the future. Like, you just have to. I mean, stuff will always leak out. They'll never be able to just have it exclusive nowadays for the people at Comic-Con. I know the reason they do it, because they spend a lot of money in trying to hype it up and get all these people, like all the people that sit there and camp out for 2 days or 3 days, whatever, to get into the panel. Like, I know they do it for those people, but honestly, it just makes more sense for all the money they're putting into it to just stream it so everyone can see it, because you're getting it to a bigger audience at that point.
Yeah.
But
I also think that it's better to do it like streaming, because I was saying this on another time, like, just because people are at Comic-Con doesn't mean that they're the only people willing to do that. They're just the people who happen to get into badge sales this year.
Yeah.
And it's a very limited venue because of how big it is, but they have limited space for where they're doing it. So it's probably like the best option they can to like get everyone who wants in on it to see it.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's all we got to say. They should definitely stream it. Next question, final question. Are you guys going to get J-Roar in this podcast in the future? Okay, I'll answer for everyone. No. Okay. So that that wraps up the show, everyone. Again, thanks for listening. This is episode 46, right?
Yes.
Yep, 46.
Yes, 46. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the podcast. Also follow us on SoundCloud, because that's where you're going to get the full episode every week. And I guess we'll catch you guys next week.
Later, guys.
Later.